Hey guys, it is.
Hey everyone, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Finch.
And today we're here with season 3, episode 8 of Legacies.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no feast. So
Okay. Eight
it's our episode.
is our
It's our episode.
Okay.
I told y'all.
But like, okay,
I
did you see?
I
Did
knew
you-
I was gonna get feast tonight.
Did you
I said,
see the timeline before the episode started? Did you see the Handon Nation timeline before everyone was like, "I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. I'm so nervous."
Yeah.
it was just not it.
Everyone was in shambles. I was so nervous.
We were in shambles. I was in
We were.
shambles. Like we were in shambles. I was very nervous coming into this episode because I initially thought that they were gonna wait till like the last like 10 minutes, which they did, but like I was like, what if we don't get nothing until like the last 4 minutes?
I was so nervous about this episode because I kept letting my mind like overthink things. And then it was just like, because like and Vit too, I think I told both of you, I was just like, I like this morning, it was like 9 a.m. and I was like, I'm freaking out right now.
I didn't know what to expect because they said something about singing and I'm like, how the fuck are you going to sing when there's too much in this episode?
Okay, I totally called it being Cleo, Caleb, and Alaric though.
Yeah, you did. I'm so weird.
Yeah, I was like, who else would it be? Like, no one else is like, I was like, it doesn't make sense for Hope to do it because Hope is obviously going to be saving Landon. Like, who else would?
And we knew that Lizzie would say no to the spell, which is why Hope would go to Josie.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Yeah.
But like, I thought that there was going to be a scene at the end with Josie and Finch because there was that still of them talking to each other, and so we didn't get that.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably a deleted scene. So I hope that we get more Finzy next episode. But okay, let's just start at the beginning with the dream. I did say it was going to be a dream too. I totally called it being a dream too. But like that whole dream when she turns around and she's just like Landon and he's just like right there and we're all flipping out because she runs into his arms.
Yo, I said it's either she's gonna run into his arms or they're gonna have like a meetup moment like episode 13 of season 2. I said either running or like that and we got her.
And I mean, we knew it was a dream, like because of the promo, we knew it was going to be a dream, obviously. And then the way that he was like pointing to the fence, it was like, okay, Hope, you literally just painted that fence.
Exactly.
Like, and now you're having, okay, Hope is clairvoyant. I don't care what anyone fucking says. And then she goes to Alaric and he's like, no, we should get proof. When has Hope's dreams ever been fucking wrong?
He sat there and chose clamor. I just can't believe it. Like,
I'm sorry, but you, a human, are telling a tribrid that her dreams, a witch, that she needs proof.
and what's even more weird is that like he literally went through all the calls episodes before to get anything to help find Landon, and now it's the final off of like maybe you could chill it.
He literally watched her be in a coma because her boyfriend was dead, and he didn't think, hey, maybe her dream means something.
Like he listen, Lyric, no, this whole episode was Lyric didn't know what the fuck to do. He didn't know what to do. Like, listen, he had his daughters to worry about, then he had the whole school to worry about, then he had Hope. Like, to be honest, he was just sitting there he was just not being useful for me. Once again, the headmaster is not doing his job again. Bring Caroline on.
Okay, I do have to say that there has been a baseball reference in 305, 306, 307, or I don't know about 306, I don't know about 306, but 305, 307, 308, and I feel like that's for me. So I'm just going to take that. Just little crumbs, my little baseball crumbs. But yeah, so like, and then like Cleo, when do you notice the smile on her face when Hope was just like, oh, he's alive and we have to save him, and Cleo was like smiling?
Yeah, I was like,
what goes on?
What's she about to do, sis? Listen, she did her thing today. Like, I have no choice.
Okay. So at the beginning of the episode, then we go into MG. I guess we'll talk about this before we go into the rest of it, but MG goes in and like tries to sit down, and Iman like puts her bag
it's
there.
still like the camera's dead.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Yeah. And then everyone's just kind of like giving him the cold shoulder, and then even Wade was just like, you know what you did to Hope and my boy. Like Wade's the king this episode. Come on. Like even the fact that he was just like, you know, I'm probably gonna look like a hot dog in the prison world, but you know what? I'm Team Hope.
Yep.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Love that.
Everyone
Brian.
should have
That's
been.
another thing, because Danielle did tweet out this more Hope and Wade scenes a while ago.
But why this episode all of a sudden now everyone cares about saving Landon?
Yes, no, because Wade literally was nowhere to be seen, and then we come outside. Oh, I'm going to do it for my D&D buddy. We need somebody to help D&D. I said, so that's the only reason why you care for some D&D?
Okay.
But like,
Basket.
okay.
But I think he was nervous. Just
Yeah, I feel like
rambling. He was rambling.
Yeah.
But still annoying because everyone now cares about Landon.
everybody was nowhere to be seen. Then like they found out about the ascending, which I don't know who told them about the ascending. Who they made an announcement about
just-
behind the ascending?
Well,
Like,
they only have 30 students, so it just kind of like traveled throughout the school.
That's true.
it was like
So,
5.
like everyone knew, but like it just the fact that like they were all standing there like in the like doing the whole super squad thing in hopes like, okay, this is what we're gonna do to get back Landon. We know he's alive. Okay, first off, the fact that they found the note, like why didn't they pick up the note?
No, I didn't. I was asking the same thing. I
I
said,
was like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I said, why are not picking
And
up?
they're like,
Is it something that you can't touch?
I think they came but they are
because they're astral projecting.
Right? Yeah,
Right.
so they can't touch it. That's what I was thinking.
wow, that's true.
Okay, they're astral projecting, so they can't touch it.
They can't touch it. And I was like, just touch it.
Because I kept thinking, just like pick up the note. Why can't? And I totally forgot that they were astral
Yeah.
projecting.
I thought they was there for a second. I was like, oh yeah, they
But like, okay, if they can't get through, how did they get through the gates though? The gates were locked. Can they just like walk through, like ghosts?
They weren't through the gates.
Oh,
They lit it outside the gates.
Yeah, they never went through it. Did it? No, it was always closed.
but
Right?
it blew
Oh,
into the
no.
school courtyard or whatever. When
It
the
blew
leak-
out. It blew the other way.
Yeah, I don't think they went through the gate. I think they just looked at the.
I thought it went the other way. Okay, the skulls and the bones and the stuff like that. That person that walked by the note. I know you think it's Landon, and I mean TJ did point out that it has the horseman's whip and a couple of other things, but
That's what made me think it was Landon, was the whip.
but there's a lot of things in Malivore, including Clark. And
Yeah.
he's been in there a lot longer. It could be Clark, or it could be Sayla.
I would cry if it was Sailor.
Oh
No,
my
please.
goodness, I would love it if it was Sayla.
Because Sayla knows how to fight. And do you remember the Sphinx wasn't sent by the Necromancer, nor was he sent by Malivore. He said he had another master. And the only other master he could have was in Malivore. And you guys know I always thought that Sayla was the Sphinx's master. Because the Sphinx wanted Landon to be away from the school. The only person who would want to save Landon besides Hope is Sayla.
Yes.
So it would make sense for that bone person to be Sayla.
It would be awesome. Honestly, because I miss her.
Like, I know that they want us to think it's Landon and like with the way that they did things and everything, but and I understand why they didn't reveal, you know, like the face and stuff like that, but I think it's Sayla. I don't think it's Landon.
You're probably right, but I'm gonna go with Team Landon for now.
Listen, I'm trying to enjoy my crumbles tonight, but
We're gonna get into the crumbles. We're gonna gush. This is a Handon podcast, so we are gonna get into our Handon crumbles. But we are also reviewing the episode. So let's continue. Everyone.
What?
let's let me
Pissing me off.
Everyone,
Pissing me
everyone
off.
was
Pissed me off.
unpleasing us and our homegirl.
Yes.
Everyone was like, hey, we should save Landon, but like we shouldn't. Or hey, we should save Landon, but let's wait another month. because it might be different, even though there'll still be monsters in the prison.
Hope's been grieving for a month. You guys haven't given two shits about her grieving for the past month, and now you want to make her wait another month?
They said, they was like, hey guys, let's wait another month. And I was like, what, a month to do what? To prepare? Because the monsters ain't going to switch in a month. Like,
not to mention, there's already a portal open. The leprechaun came through. So like,
like they say not to bring more monsters, but I'm like, so how did the leprechaun come out then? Like, it's, but in that scene where they're all discussing everything, we obviously know that, like, listen, Lizzie was going to, choose MG. I just feel like and obviously Hope's going to take offense to that. And then you have Alaric once again confused. Caleb is going with Cleo. So pretty much it was a
Caleb was torn because of his friendship with MG, but also because he wanted to help save Landon. So Caleb, I wasn't too upset with Caleb.
Yeah, because once again, it was back to the point where Caleb mentioned, like, it's confusing me because MG said not to give up on Landon, and then he hides the piece that contributes to saving Landon or something. And the thing that if MG wanted to not be, if MG had a reasonable explanation, like if he told MG like don't give up on Landon, and then he asked to project into the prison world and he saw nothing, then he could have said, obviously I didn't see Landon there, so here, give it to Alaric. Why did you have to keep it? If you knew Landon wasn't there, why did you keep it a secret? If you went there with Lizzie and didn't see no one, then it obviously means that Landon wasn't there, which means that it shouldn't have been a problem. I don't know why he didn't just tell nobody, like, hey, you went to we saw there, we didn't see no Landon, so this is a clear spot.
And then the thing is like, okay, Lizzie helped Hope astral project into the prison world. She found the note knowing Landon is alive. And then she sits there and she calls out Hope saying Landon is her blind spot. She's in love with him. Okay, like, obviously. But the thing is like, Lizzie, look what you would have done for Sebastian. And you weren't even in love with him. But I mean, that's besides the point. The thing is, and then like she comes out afterwards and then she spells it so Hope can't touch the Ascendant. Like, it's just like, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, you're grieving. And then the fact that she even compared Hope's grief to Lizzie losing Sebastian. Like, Lizzie, that was
I just feel like it's like
I love Lizzie, but this was not my favorite episode of hers. She felt like she wasn't so much season 1 Lizzie, but she wasn't our season 2 Lizzie either. Like, she was just very kind of like straddling that line. But sorry,
go on.
I was just gonna say that when they were doing the astral projection spell, did you guys notice that Hope had used the little Star Trek figures outside of the circle, and then Lizzie basically like shooing Josie out of the room, and then Hope is just like, I think I can only deal with one Saltzman sister right now. Like, you can really tell that Hope is just like done with everyone. Everyone.
Landon back.
Yeah, because who was it? She was just like, Jed, wasn't it? She was just like, that's a no, next. And then she went to like Wade, right? But you can just tell, like, she is just done. And Danielle just plays it so beautifully.
Yeah, like, Hope was tired. Listen, Hope said, I don't even need excuses to why not doing it. Just go ahead. Like,
but like, then Lizzie not saying anything when MG was there, and then all of a sudden afterwards just going, you know what, I'm going with MG.
I knew she was going to do it.
Well, yeah, we did know.
I was like, Lizzie is going to choose MG, and that's what leads to the next episode where Lizzie and Hope are out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, that's the only logical reason that
from the stills, we knew that Hope went to Josie, so that would make the logical sense of Hope going to Josie because she needed the Gemini twin. But like, just the fact that like that Lizzie went through that whole thing, and then when it got to her was just like, no, I'm gonna go with MG. And she didn't even do that at that time for Josie. She did that for MG.
Yeah.
And like, and Alaric pointing out how he pointed out the blind spot for Lizzie, but he was assuming it was MG, but really Lizzie's blind spot is Josie. It always has been, which is great. Like, because they're sisters, they're twin sisters. So yeah, their blind spots Lizzie's blind spot has always been Josie. But like, if she understands that, if that was Josie in the prison world and she was trying to get Josie out, the same as Hope's trying to get Landon out, would Lizzie not do everything in her power, including what Hope was willing to do?
Yeah. Like Hope saved them every damn day, and she risk her life and she do everything. And when she needs them for once, they all gonna say it's too risky that they can do it because they are afraid to die.
Yeah, like
They
Hope
have no idea.
helped out during the merge. Landon literally gave his life, linked his life to Lizzie's so that she would come back, and she was just like, nah.
Oh, literally fought Dark Jolie because she was trying to protect Lizzie, and it's just like this whole episode was just like a let's see how many times people are gonna just dip. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. Like I just feel like this whole episode, everybody friendship was just going haywire. Like everybody was throwing up what they did for each other in people's faces. It was wild for me. I'm just like,
okay, the Finzi scene with them flirting at the
no,
water,
they was wild. Okay,
that was adorable.
They was wild.
I was sitting there. I was like, "Where the fuck is this coming from?"
I said it's the confidence for me.
That was so cute. And then they're deciding where to go, and Finch is like, yeah, let's just ditch, which, I mean, like, isn't that pretty much what everyone at the Salvatore School does, is they just ditch their classes all the time? So it really shouldn't be different for Josie at Mystic Falls. Anyways, Hope walks up, and Finch is all like, well, who's this 5 foot, what was it, who is this 5 feet of something or whatever? Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
the same size.
I was like,
I think
literally.
someone said like it's short crying. I scream.
Yeah, like,
I was like,
but I was kind of expecting a little bit more in that scene, like maybe like an explanation or something, like a little bit, but it was really only like a few seconds long. And I was expecting, like I said before, I was expecting a scene between Finch and Josie afterwards where Josie just kind of explained, like, I mean, not explain because she obviously can't with like the whole magic thing and everything, but like just that she explained kind of that, you know, this was like a school thing, a family thing or whatever. So like that she had to go. But I'm kind of sad that we didn't get that. So like I said, I really hope that we get more Finzi scenes next episode. But the when they were in the cemetery, when Josie and Hope were in the cemetery, it just the fact that like Hope used the guilt trip on Josie.
yo, Hope, she was not doing. She was over it. She said, "Listen,
Tired. She's just tired.
She's
Like,
tired, yeah.
She
Tired
said,
of
I don't
everybody.
care." She said, "I don't." She said, and then Josie was like, "Well, you did break. You just did it." And she's like, "Listen."
But,
Hope said, "It
but
is what it
Josie was so concerned about Finch like being upset with her because
Yeah.
she ditched her again, and that was so cute. Like she was just like,
is."
and I don't think Finch would be that mad. Like I think that she'll probably be a little hurt because of like her past life and stuff.
Yeah,
like
like at least she knows what Josie was
But I
doing.
think that Josie will explain it when she goes, and then everything will be okay, like in a sense.
Supernatural? Like Finch is supernatural.
But just that Josie was just so concerned about like Finch's feelings, and Hope was just like, well, I mean, I can fix your magic. I can't really fix you and Finch, but like Hope is just so damn in love with Landon.
She is.
I mean, she was just like, I'm really sorry, Josie, but I need to get my
I
boyfriend
just
back.
miss him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just miss him.
Yeah, I just miss it. That was just so cute. Like that was just,
Her genuine smile she gave when she found out he was alive.
oh my gosh, yes.
Mm.
She
That
was
was
so
beautiful.
happy to know he
That's
was
all it
alive.
took.
Oh, and then after that, she was just like, yeah, okay, we're finding him. I don't fucking care. Like we're getting him. Okay, now Cleo and Caleb are so freaking cute.
Hey, yo, please no, because he was really down bad for her. Like she was over talking about magic, and he was just so intrigued. He was just like, oh,
He was picking her flowers.
He picked up fucking 2 fancy ass flowers for her, brought it, and then we saw her nose literally bleeding. He dropped that shit and ran.
Okay.
Like
Cleo and Caleb have rights this episode.
they had rights, but
Like
they
Cleo actually cared about about mending fences with Hope, and then like trying to figure out another option that no one else was doing. No one else was trying to figure out other options. No one else. And then Cleo comes up here with like this book and she's like, oh yeah, here, I've got an option. Let's do this.
Literally said, I don't care what type of magic it is. Dark magic don't even mean things. She literally said it doesn't matter. Like, especially when last episode, she was like, listen, it's over. We should, you should more Landon. She heard Hope say, listen, oh, my dream said Landon was back. And she automatically said, okay. Didn't even doubt her.
What was it? She was like, with my people, magic is more about intention and not necessarily dark or light, which I think is like the coolest thing. Like, if you use it properly and if you have the proper intentions, then it could be a different story, which really the fact that it affects Josie in a way that it does really lets you know, like, how much Josie is actually struggling with that addiction and everything, and like with her life and with like things that are going on as far as like her mom and all of that. So like, I mean, because Hope does black magic and it doesn't affect her the same way. So Cleo coming in and just being like, it's more about your attention. I really love that message. Like I really like that.
Like maybe we'll see some more use of dark magic. Yes, maybe for her.
I think we will. Yeah.
And like it's rather odd that Alaric almost had a damn heart attack when Hope was trying to do the Ascendant, but he finds out Cleo did dark magic. Was like, oh, we'll just let me know.
Yes. Okay.
I'm like,
why is he holding Hope to a different standard?
When he said that and walked by, I'm like, okay. But then when the commercials came on, I said, what?
You know what it is? It's because Hope is a Michelson.
I was just about to say that.
Listen,
Get out of my head.
But okay, so Cleo, that monster though was really fucking cool.
Listen,
awesome.
Like listen, they snapped in the booth with the design team. I'll give them that. But this dude was fucking. He got me laughing because he was out here fucking breaking down that music. I was like, feet tapping and shit. I said, you.
I liked that monster. That was really. But he wasn't a Malivore monster either, was he? Because
right, no,
Cleo didn't take him. He could go through dimensions and stuff, but he, like, just the fact that, like, okay, first off, Cleo is powerful enough to summon him.
Exactly. Like, she summoned him with no remorse. She knows about these. Like, she knows how to do things.
There's definitely more to Cleo than
she might be top tier.
But like last episode, we were thinking maybe there's like something evil about her, and now this episode,
I didn't think
they didn't bring it twisted. Like they twisted Cleo and then they twisted MG reasons and then
yeah. But it really feels like it. Honestly, to me, even since last episode, like since she's met Hope, I honestly think that Cleo was there to get Landon back. There was a theory on Reddit that I had read about Cleo being the product of the wish that Hope had made. Because she was the only one that noticed Hope was grieving about Landon. Yeah. And then she was just like, okay, well, you have to move on. But ultimately, her having Hope make that bust and then try to sell it is what proved to Hope that she wasn't ready to move on. So maybe she pushed her knowing that she wouldn't give up. And then like she never said anything. She was like, oh, okay, Landon's, alive with the dream and stuff. And then she goes and uses her magic to summon this monster that she has no idea what would do or anything like that to bring Landon back.
Yeah, I was like shook. Like, understandably so, I thought that this whole episode was going to be Cleo trying to figure out how to like make amends with Hope, whatever the case may be. But I didn't think she was going to summon some I didn't know that she was just going to do that without like any remorse, to the point that she would do something like that to, win somebody over. What else could she do?
And like, they used the same little Star Wars figure. I think it was Star Wars figure. But they say they gave him the little Star Wars figures to go and
I was looking at them, like my iPad was dark as hell, so I was like, what is that? I was gonna say something. I was like, is that D&D? But I didn't want to sound like a dickhead, so I just did not say anything.
At first I thought it was D&D dice, but it was little Star Wars figurines or whatever. Like those little like paint your own or whatever. But okay, so I was too busy freaking out. So like they said that they brought his soul, or they bring him across dimensions.
Like I heard soul multiple times, so I don't know.
Because they could touch him. So like, was it his soul?
Is it his?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I know that I heard soul too many times. I thought they was gonna bring his soul. I thought it was like gonna be like a ghost thing. I didn't know if it was gonna be his actual body, which is why
Yeah.
the next scene happened of him like stopping what was gonna occur. I was like, huh? I was like, how did he know where they were gonna be? Like I was.
Okay, that's the other thing. But Cleo could have easily done a spell to find out where they were at, and Alark probably knew where Hope was going in the first place. Also, it could have been possible that Lizzie had called Alark to let them know where they were going to be, right? Because like she was going after Josie. That's why she had the map and why she had the blood and everything, is because she was going after Josie. But like when she was there, I thought for sure that they weren't going to that she wasn't going to do it. Like she was just going to be like, nope, like you're tough out of luck or whatever. And so that there was actually going to be like the fight between them, rather than Lizzie just being like, okay, let's just do it. I mean, she threw that coin. Did she get that coin back?
She threw the coin. I thought they were going to tussle for a second. I said, are you huh?
No,
Was that
she
a
just
fight?
threw the coin.
She made
They
it.
didn't get back.
I'm just. I don't know what I was going to expect. That was
like there was so much going on in this episode, and it was just like
it was a lot. Like it was so much that to the point where it was like 30 minutes. It was like 30 minutes left.
Yeah,
Not even
it was
20
so much
minutes left.
betrayal.
And I was like, it was too many betrayals, too many like it was betrayals within betrayals. Especially with like MG and Lizzie on MG, and then oh man, this episode was very spicy.
Okay. Let's talk about the fact that like they were trying to do the spell, and then all that black magic started like going into them, even with like Hope and everything. It was like the veins like crawling up. And then okay, Josie didn't have her magic, so how did she touch Lizzie and have that magic go into her? Was it just like a conduit sort of thing? Like it just goes into whoever is connected? Because Josie and Lizzie were connected, like because she had her hands on her, because it started to like really go up all three of them, that black magic.
Yeah, like it was traveling faster to the twins, and then like because when Hope was looking, it was like just getting on her neck, and then another spin, it was right the same way. I was like, what the fuck about to happen? They didn't even get into the prison world yet, and
okay,
it was too much.
But something must have still happened, because something was going on. So I would imagine probably that's how that bone person got out.
Yeah, it had to be.
But I'm assuming that probably something else, maybe, because we know that Malivore is still there. Like we know that there's still monsters and stuff, which I mean kind of goes into the theory that Landon is Landon, because if he was Malivore, why would the monsters be coming? You know what I mean? Because Malivore's whole purpose is to not have the monsters. But anyways, again, like you said, Naj, how did Landon know where they were? And
yeah, I was like, maybe I was like locator spell, maybe, but I was just like, if he came, I didn't hear anything about body when I heard them talking about the god, the demon, whatever this was. They said soul. I heard soul multiple times. So I'm like, is it going to be a ghost soul? Like,
well, they were in the graveyard.
Yeah, like, and then like, I was just like, how did he show up? Like, how did he know what to do to stop the black magic from going into all three of them? Like, I was like,
but then they've done things like that before, and it's just like, well, I don't think we're supposed to know, because sometimes they don't even give us answers to that. Hope and Landon always seem to know where each other is.
Exactly.
Like look into
it's just a show thing.
Yeah.
I think it was
stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a double meaning. Maybe I just feel like he just
think about it. Landon's never really been affected by the monsters, right?
Yeah.
So what if the black magic was just not like the ordinary black magic? What if it had something to do with Malivore? So that's why he wasn't affected by it. That he was able to stop it because he's Malivore's son. Because if you think about it, because I do find it weird that he just stepped in the middle and was like, and then all three girls who were three badass witches
like
stayed back.
And he did. I mean, I still think that I don't think that he's human still. I still think that he's a phoenix, because I think that there's way too much fire symbolization, but like just the fact that he was there and he stopped it. I was okay before we saw his face. I was just like, I sat because I was laying down watching the show, and I sat up and I was just like, okay, who did that? Who did that?
I knew it was Landon. I knew it.
on my knees
Yeah,
on the
I saw
ground,
his
screaming
figure.
his name over and over again.
I knew it. Cause I was like, who gonna be that bold to put them hands down? And a lyric, like, and I was like, it has to be a Landon. Like,
and then when I saw him, and I was like, I screamed because I didn't think, because there was what, like 15 minutes left, and it was just like, okay.
Oh, it was literally 10. It was 10 minutes.
I was like, where is Handon, because I'm losing it.
I was like, girl, it's like 15 minutes. What you about to do? Because we just got, like, we're getting scenes of, like, Lizzie and MG, and then her betraying him, desiccating him. I'm like, oh, shit, it's about to go down. Then she comes here, and then I'm like, yo, when the fuck, where's Handon at, yo? Then that scene happens. She gets up, looks forward, and then turns around. Right there.
Because, like, the whole week, all the Handons have been like, yeah, Handon reunion. And then we're like 10 minutes to the end of the episode, and we're just like, where the fuck is the Handon reunion?
I was like, don't clown us. I was like, this is our episode. Don't clown me and declaw me. Like, don't do this to me.
Like, the whole timeline's in shambles. We're all like, oh, we spoke too soon. What the hell? We got to eat our words from the last week.
Yo, like, dead ass. Like, I've been telling everybody on, like, my Instagram, I was like, yo, episode 8 is for us. It's for us. It's for us. And it's 10 minutes left, and I'm running. When it's commercial break, I'm running to the bathroom, look at my computer, like, computer breathing hard as hell. I'm like, yo, is anyone just like, where's Handon? And then we got it.
And then the way that she like hugged him, and he was almost like, she just like jumped into his arms. It almost felt like Arya wasn't ready for that or suspecting it. If you see his face afterwards, he was just kind of like almost like shocked. But it was just like
so cute.
Yeah.
It is. Damn.
and then the twins were just like, it has to be him because we can
like,
see. I totally okay. Do you remember when before Landon came and they were doing, Lizzie was like, okay, let's do a spell, you know, even though I don't know why you want to save Landon. And Josie was like, because she loves him.
I was like, I mean, Liz, you literally said that Landon is her
made. Yeah, you literally said in 205 that you and Landon are made for each other. But thank you, Josie. Josie,
like, listen, I'm trying to get back to my girl. Like, Josie said, I'm trying to get back to my girl. Like, y'all got wizard problems. I'm a human right now.
Josie understood. She's like, because she loves him. Like, exactly, Joe. Exactly. That
nope.
I was.
No, because dead ass, I'm watching the scene and Arya was
shocked. Right? He was shocked.
He was like, oh, damn, sis.
He wasn't like, so I felt like that was almost like he just wasn't expecting that because he just looked, but then Landon, his face afterwards was just like,
he was smiling, you know, like, bring it in. I'm like,
yeah.
The hand on the back of the head.
That's what
I said I wanted her to like just go like, oh my god.
That's what I like.
Okay. And then we had 10 minutes left, and we get into the scene with Lizzie and MG, and all I could think was, where the fuck is Handon? And skip past them.
No, dead ass. I said, yo, what the fuck?
Like, I was actually expecting them to kiss in that scene, and they didn't, and I was like, oh shit, and then it went to MG being like, oh, I'm gonna leave. What? Okay.
I was like expecting, I know it's gonna be at least one Handon scene after that, because there was no way.
Yeah, they're not just gonna leave it like that. But like, But like MG saying he's gonna leave, is he gonna be the one that Alaric makes go to the school to watch Josie?
Could be, but like I just feel like
him and Ethan, they came out the new bio for another episode. Him and Ethan worked together in episode 10, I think.
Wait, they came out
MG and
with synopsis for episode 10?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Leah posted it.
Did it just come out?
I need to see.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
Just after the episode ended.
Okay. Where? Let's just read this. Where is it? Come on.
Yeah.
All's well that ends well. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that doesn't sound good. Okay. After capturing a new monster at the school, Hope and the Super Squad learn some terrifying news about one of their own. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
A surprise visit from Lizzie gives Josie some much-needed courage. Oh, that's definitely a Finzi thing. MG and Ethan team up to help others.
To help
Oh.
others. Maybe that.
Ooh, what about the terrifying news of their own is probably... Oh, what if it's a Cleo thing? No, we're not supposed to get any Cleo information yet, are we? I think that's episode 12.
Can be.
We know Levin is
Okay, but like, terrifying news about one of their own. Is that a Landon thing?
I
don't know. There's a lot.
I'm just not doing this.
I mean, that's Landon can be
Okay,
something about
back to the
you being linked to Marvel or something, but that's for real Landon.
Some terrifying news. What if it's something about his powers?
Yeah, or that he's linked to Marvel, yeah.
Or he's linked, yeah. Ugh, okay.
I mean,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, let's go into okay, so Josie is leaving Salvatore School. She's not even gonna live there anymore.
Yes,
I'm done with your
I
answer.
called it. I said she was gonna go stay with somebody in Mystic Falls.
You did
so
say
done.
that. So who is she staying with? She's done with everyone at the
I
school.
think Elena. I think she's
done.
with
Did
Elena.
they hint that it was a friend that Caroline knows?
So Elena.
Elena
Or
or Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yeah, I think it's Bonnie because she
Oh,
said
Bonnie?
just a friend. Yeah.
You think it's
Imagine
but she knows Bonnie. And Alark knows Bonnie.
Yeah.
Oh, she's just
Watch
she's
it be
that
Matt.
friend from Caroline and
Yeah.
Alaric.
Fuck around and would be mad, right?
Ooh.
Like, because they're probably the only one that can make an appearance, probably.
Elena or Bonnie.
Elena,
I would say Elena or Bonnie, yeah.
yeah, Elena, like, listen, I'm done with super narratives. So Elena probably like,
Because there's like no one else in Mystic Falls that Caroline knows, right? Like everyone
Jeremy.
sort of like, oh, Jeremy's traveling all over for Alark though, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
man.
Okay,
Like,
so,
I feel like it had to be. I don't think they would really sit here and vaguely put out friend. Like if they really wanted to be Bonnie, they would have said Bonnie. Like they said Bennett blood. Like so
Yeah.
like they got like 17 pints. So
yeah,
I don't think they would just not say Bonnie's name or Elena. Like they.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, like if they really wanted to do like a little fan, like a little hey, let me do a drop, and they probably would have. They already did Bonnie.
What?
I just read a tweet.
Okay,
Where did the black magic go when Landon stabbed it? Did it go into him?
Yeah, people are saying he might be absorbed.
Oh,
That
I
would be
didn't even
cool.
think about that.
That would be cool.
so
Oh,
Landon has black magic?
Yeah.
but like,
The serve.
That could be the terrifying news. That
The
could be
serve. Exactly.
for episode 10, the terrifying news.
Yeah.
but the serve though, like.
But couldn't they siphon it out though? Like couldn't Lizzie siphon it out?
No, because it's hurting her. I think this dark magic is more powerful because it was coming from the prison world. She could handle, and Liz and Josie could handle, and then goes to Hope. The three of them could handle together.
Right. So the
To
black
Landon.
magic could be in Landon.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If he's
That could help. That could actually help, like as far as like awakening his Phoenix side again, or like
I feel like,
defeating
yeah.
Handon and that.
I feel like that might be the reason because there's no other reason. Like unless he like mentally die again, I don't think Hope would allow him.
Because
to
I don't think that he's gonna be Landon anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because like the way that Danielle talked about Handon, and even the way that like Brett in his interviews and stuff like that, like when before the season started, just said like it just. And Danielle did tease that they would both be darker, right? Because she did say to Landon, like, I think I aggravated a few people or whatever. Okay, so Josie's
Don't get me
leaving,
hyped.
which is so Josie's separating herself from the school, which
Yeah, as you should. Because honestly,
two storylines really.
it was a close call. Like, I mean, literally, like she had a close call to like going back to Dark Josie at this point. Like, it was a close ass call.
And she's probably pissed at Hope for making her do
She's
that.
probably pissed. And her, like, and like the thing is that Lizzie literally said to MG, like, I'm not doing anything for Hope ever again. And then she still came back for Josie, and then they almost were almost fully into like it was still more dark magic probably still coming out, and that was already getting them. They probably it's gonna be too much hizzy angst for them in the next episode. It's gonna be wild. But I feel like they may get back. They may like come back on terms by the next week. I mean, by the next
I'm
episode.
sure that they will. Like, I think that, like, in the end, again, I ask, like, if that was Josie in the prison world, Lizzie would have done anything to get her back. And I think eventually they will see Hope's side of things. You know, and then like,
I don't think it's gonna be a long thing. I feel like, especially now since MG's left, I feel like Lizzie's going to definitely need someone to talk to, and then plus since Josie's leaving, she's going to someone else to talk. So we don't know who at the moment. She's going to definitely need someone to talk to.
And the title of next episode is that whole like, what is it? Something about the emotional. Are all Malivore monsters this emotionally insightful or something like that? So like. So I can see Hope and Lizzie really working through their kind of issues next episode because of like whatever this monster is, this little like like Ewok or not Ewok, what is it called? Gremlin type creature, like a Mowgli or whatever. A Mogwai, I think, because they talked about it in 201 when, anyways.
I hope they fix the relationship because Lizzie was like, she had a reason. She wanted to be loyal to MG like he was to her.
Once again, he been there for her through a lot.
Yeah, and she wanted to be there for him.
Like, no one was there for MG. So, I understand her point of view. I just feel like I hope the next episode, even though it's fucking gremlins, whatever the fuck they are, I just hope that this episode is more so people getting at the same page because people all experience loss, but for some reason, this is like the second episode where everyone is like comparing loss. It's not battle of the losses. Like, we shouldn't be sitting here talking about comparing losers of boyfriends or losers of family members to try to make it seem like we have the better up. And I've been seeing that too much. Like, why can't y'all just help each other? Why the hell do you have to mention, well, you shouldn't be sad about Landon because, hey, I lost a passion. It's like, y'all all lost someone. Like,
I stopped grieving in a month. Why can't you? Well, I mean,
I hope that everybody just become on the same page. Like, everybody understands that, listen, y'all all have a blind spot and y'all will all do whatever it takes. Like, honestly, so listen, the last couple minutes of this episode really said, like they said, listen, she's a fucking mouse. This is what she's gonna do. Like, which is ironic because we've been preaching.
I know all the Handons all week have been preaching the fact that she's acting like a Michelson. And they go ahead and they add that into the episode. Okay, let's talk about that dock scene. First off, the dock.
I said they put the cherry on top of that damn last scene. I didn't even care about the little monster at the end. I took my dock scene and ran.
They were so cute, and then like them talking, and then he was like, well, she's just like, oh, well, I'll be spending more time in your room, and he's like, well, as long as we keep it PG-13. Okay, at least they're not like not touching each other. You know what I mean? Like,
they had no effect. Effect.
They just won't obviously sleep together, but there's more to a relationship than that. Like, you don't have to have that in a relationship, especially while they're trying to figure out like what is going on with him and if that was the reason why he melted in the first place, which I don't think it is. I mean, they've got to figure that out. But like that whole like, okay, first off, the fact that he can't remember anything other than Malivore, though. He doesn't remember.
Yeah, like it makes sense. Like it makes sense because once again, like, his mother. She said there was little darkness. Like Hope said there was little darkness. Like we're seeing what Landon encountered in that darkness, but he doesn't remember what he done. So like it makes sense.
But he doesn't remember the prison world.
Like he doesn't like he doesn't like. I understand I'm not understanding the Malivore part. I mean, not the Malivore, the necromancer part. I don't understand how you remember him being in the prison world because it's not Malivore anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, how did you not remember the letter? Like you wrote a whole ass page, B. Like I don't. How you don't remember? Like how you don't remember that?
That could be a result of the dark magic if he did take the dark magic in.
But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at it.
It could just be a result of the spell, because who knows what would have happened? Because it's possible if he's linked to Malivore or whatever, or he got out, it's possible that his memories of the prison world could have been erased through that portal that he went through in order to like when that monster had brought him out.
It could be. I feel like it wouldn't make sense for like Landon to literally come back and then not remember anything. So I'm just hoping that maybe because what he did with the dark magic, maybe it's having an effect on him. I hope so. I hope there's something.
Like he just,
But
I mean, because like I know that there's a theory that it's not Landon, but the thing is he knew too much for it not to be Landon. He knew about like he knew about the fact of them sleeping together and all of that, and then even just the whole okay, we got to keep it PG-13, and like he just knew too much that I don't think that it's not Landon. I
feel like the only thing that I'm waiting for is just to see the necklace part because he had that on like as a barrier, the main part.
See, and that's the thing. I think that they wanted us to think that it's not Landon because that's why they showed that bone person. That's why they didn't show him giving her necklace back. Yeah. But I think that that's just a red herring. I think that they're trying to fool us into thinking it's not Landon because we have a week break now.
Landon don't remember anything, which means he probably don't remember that he probably got the necklace on him at the time until he finds it in his clothes or something.
Or they're going to use it for something else. I mean, there could be that parallel, that prove it parallel. So like, if that monster is Landon underneath, that bone person is Landon underneath, it could be possible. It could actually also, my other theory, what I was thinking is that what if when the golden arrow pierced him, what if it separated his human and his phoenix side, but neither of them died?
I literally have a tweet in my draft that said these things.
So what if his human side went into Malivore, but his phoenix side was the one that defeated, that went into the prison world? Like he had two sides. No. Okay. What if his human side, when they said that they brought back spirits, right?
Yeah.
It was souls that they brought back. So when he was separated from his phoenix side, maybe it was his phoenix soul that they brought back and his human side is the bones. So they're both Landon. It's just two different sides of him.
They can't do that to me.
So they have to do a spell in order to put the two sides back together.
So I can look at either screen and Landon's gonna be there? Okay.
Okay, but
no, double Landon? I mean,
there's I can't even say why I know this because it's a parallel to something and I can't even tell you what it is. But just trust me.
Yes.
Just trust me. Okay?
Wait. Is it some,
I'm not. Okay. Anyways, I think it's Landon. I do think it's Landon. Because he's just it was just too much like Landon. Like if
I feel like one thing that could definitely throw somebody off was the necklace part because they made it such a big thing.
Yeah.
But that would be the big part later.
Yeah. But
it's only gonna be a big scene about him giving.
It's gonna be something. I feel like that necklace
because what would probably happen is because with this magic or whatever, she might doubt it or someone else might doubt it, and he'll be like, well, no, wait. But the necklace could have been taken off of him too. Because we don't know what happened in the prison world. So he could have gotten in a fight and the necklace could have been stolen from him.
Exactly. Like I feel like that
and there could be a shapeshifter.
Odd that whatever some skeleton bone do, which is like look at that paper.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean it could be a shapeshifter monster that wants to take Landon or whatever. Or something. I don't know. It could be Clark. What if it is Clark, but they made him look like Landon? Because didn't I say that they could always bring Clark back but make him look like someone else?
I need to go home.
But anyways, he's just too much like our Landon. Like,
I'd be Landon.
And if he was anyone else, why would he be that soft with hope and everything? Why would he remember all those things? Like, why would he?
Yeah, listen. Who? Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about anything for me. Like, come on, like, it's Landon. But I just
okay. And then Hope bringing out his mom or her mom and her dad, but what her dad did for her mom.
Wow.
And then Landon's just like, so it sounds like that's like a Michelson thing. And then Hope was like, it always has been and forever will be. Always and forever.
Exactly.
These are my spirits. I said, oh shit, not if we're gay.
And then just like my story, just like the story I literally wrote, she goes, now kiss me.
No way. That's on everything.
I saw that and I was just like, I just fucking wrote that.
Listen. And he sure did. And that's how we ended the episode.
Well, we ended it with that bone person.
Listen, no, he wasn't there.
No.
I was talking about. We ended in
Right,
bliss.
right. We ended on Handon. That's right. At
Bliss.
the dock, kissing, being soft. Hope's got her man back. Look how.
Oh, Hope said, listen, Hope said, be mad at me, but you hear
I
that.
would forgive them for no long-haired Landon because we got that cute scene at the end, but like.
He said, long hair, listen.
That's what I mean. That could be why they're not cutting his hair, because it's two sides of him. So they have long hair Landon, and then they have human Landon.
Oh!
God!
Oh, John.
I really do think that, okay, anyways, we'll find out. I mean, that could be what Danielle was also excited about too, right? Because like that would be, and if you think about it, if they're both Landon, that could be a way out of Malivore too. Malivore wants the Phoenix side of Landon.
We need the Phoenix.
Hope doesn't need the Phoenix.
We do. We the audience.
I'm just saying, it could be a win-win for both.
Hope. Mind your business.
I mean, like, Hope would love the Phoenix because then they could live forever. But, like, I don't know.
But like, she still loves Landon, human Landon.
She loves Landon. Yeah, she fell in love with the human Landon before she even knew he was a Phoenix. So to her, because remember he said, "Oh, the most important side of me is gone."
And she's like,
she was just
not
like,
the most important part.
Exactly, that's not the most important side. And they made this big deal about him being human, and he was just like, he was just like, no, she goes, I fell in love with you before, or like the way I loved you before, like when you were
just
human.
Whatever. Yeah.
Then I fell in love with you. Yeah. And they've really made that whole distinction between the two, his Phoenix side and his human side. So like, that could be a lot of really good foreshadowing between it being the two sides of Landon. I mean, that could also explain why the Phoenix side is so much stronger, right? Okay.
I'm just ready.
I'm just not gonna go insane over this.
No, that's my job because I'm gonna think about it constantly.
I'm a feast tonight. I'm gonna
I just let you guys do that.
I'm watching scene in Bliss multiple times.
I'm just gonna enjoy my food for the night.
I'm feasting, and then I watch Buffy tonight. Like both.
We're gonna get our edits. We're gonna get edits. You know, our edits are gonna come through with these reunions, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the promo.
No words.
There's literally Landon. There's no way.
That's what I mean. That is Landon. There is no one else. There's no way. Landon is adorkable, and that is Landon.
Landon's out here fanboy.
It's because it looks like
monster.
It's because it looks like a Mogwai or whatever. That's Landon's face because he loves the gremlins.
Listen, he said, "Love to see it." I said, "No, I don't like to see
it." That's exactly okay. But what's Landon doing next episode if Hope and Lizzie are teaming up for the monster?
He just
probably helping.
Yeah, probably.
Probably keeping an eye on the little guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just like, no, I'll babysit the monster. It's fine.
Right.
But there is a monster, so there is still a pit. So that's the other thing, is if that was Malivore, he wouldn't be sending monsters out. But if with the Ascendant destroyed, it means that they still need Landon in order to let Malivore out of the pit or whatever. So
listen.
And if they were bringing Landon's soul across, it would still make sense both of them being Landon because they're both Landon's souls.
So when we get to Landon, you think they're gonna marinate that a little bit, or then we're gonna finally get a merge of them?
A merge, the Gemini's merge, Landon merge.
Wait, what?
It's like they talk about the Geminis and merging and stuff like that, and then they have this whole like two Landons possibly that they could have a merge. They have to merge them together.
I just my head.
What if there actually is just two people that look like Landon? What if it's like because if you think about it, how many times do
How
you
many
think
kids do you make?
Malivore tried to have children or tried to create
Yeah,
children?
what if like another multiverse son?
What if it's like kind of, I hate to bring this up, but like, what if it's another kind of like doppelganger situation?
Mm,
I don't like doppelgangers either. So,
just
but
hoping
like,
that
if you think about it, it's like, I don't know. I just don't, the idea of having like Phoenix Landon and then human Landon, it just seems too simple, if that
yeah, and
makes
it seemed just like how season 2 was when it was like the simulant. Like I don't really want the same thing.
The
Like I
simulant.
want, like I want him getting his Phoenix side more better done than just the fucking.
I do. They did say that he will go through a huge arc. Like Danielle is really excited about his arc, so he will. But and a familial one. So like I still think that it's Sayla. Like I know that there's this whole like, like I think that there's a theory about the double Landon, but I think that the whole Sayla thing probably makes
It has to be
a lot
somebody
better.
because it's the way that why would Landon just like why would the next Landon just look at the letter and then try to like what would Landon's other Landon point be? Like I feel like it has to be somebody that we know.
Well,
And
that if that was Landon, he wouldn't have looked at the letter because he
yeah,
knew
he
what
like
it
already
was.
knew what it was. Like what the fuck like
Yeah. And
yeah,
Sayla had been in Malivore for so long, she
like
probably would have realized it would have
and it
changed.
makes sense because everything that Malivore absorbed is out there.
Yeah.
So my good sis out here slinging, and she's already she knows how to work. She knows how to
Because
kill.
like it couldn't have been long that Landon was in the prison world. There's no way he would have been able to get that whole suit in
The
that
whole ass
short of
armor.
time.
Don't listen, Robyn. Don't give me hype, and then it don't be sleep.
I'm just throwing out a few theories.
Now it's making sense, and I don't want to be. But it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, tell us in the comments which theory you like better.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
like
or which theory you think, or what's your theory?
Yeah, what's your theory?
The other thing is let's do our MVP and our favorite scenes. So go ahead.
My MVP this episode is definitely Hope Michelson. She crushed this episode. I feel like she was the only one who really shined in this episode. And my favorite scene would probably have to be when they reunite. That's probably my favorite scene. At the end, not the beginning one, at the end.
After he smashed the Ascendant.
But yeah. But I also really I really enjoyed MG and Lizzie's scene at the gas station before she siphoned all that magic out of him.
Okay, Nosh.
The MVP for me is actually Cleo. Like I already know, like I knew Hope was going to not give up on Landon, like obviously so. But the fact that Cleo was the one to help Hope the most out of everyone that Hope could have trusted was definitely just like something that I was like shocked about because once again, like Hope was mad at Cleo as well, and Cleo maintained to look at a reason to save Landon. Even though she knew Hope for a short period of time, when Hope said that she had to do about Landon, Cleo said, okay, well, let me see what I can do. She wasn't the one that was doubting him. I'm doubting her like how Lyric was and anybody else was. She didn't think about like the casualties or what backlash that could happen. She just wanted to help Hope get her man back. And I think that was an MVP move for me because everybody else knew Hope for a long ass time and was just like, I don't want to die when they had multiple kids to die at that school. So, and my favorite scene was obviously the reunion. Damn, like when they came in and just got that shit going, and then the hug, the flavor, yeah, it was a win for me.
Yeah, Vit.
Oh, my MVP is Hope. There's no other choice. She was just awesome this episode. She was taking no shit from anyone. She was doing what she gotta do. And she really showed her Michael side this episode. She even manipulated people to get what she wanted. She say, I'm a Michael son, okay. And the dog scene, I mean, that was so cute. They bonded about Belivar and both knowing how it is to be in the dark inside Belivar and then just Hope just staying there, being in his arms is all she needed. So yeah, I love them. If I start talking about him, they're gonna cry. So go on.
So my MVP is gonna have to be Hope too, because I mean, she did what she needed to do because she was in love, and she knew that he was alive. So like, and she was finally like snapping and
Yeah, like
standing up for
she was
herself.
holding in a lot. Like I feel like last episode she was just not, today was enough. It was enough.
There was no having it.
Yeah. And I loved, my favorite scene is the doc scene where she was talking about her dad and her mom and the whole like always will be or always has been and forever will be. I mean, I also love the part where she was just like, what do you remember? Or no, when she talked about when they talked about what had happened, when she was like, oh, do you remember what happened before you went into the pit or whatever? And they talked about the sex scene, and he was just like, it was perfect. Like, I'm sorry, if that's not Landon, why the fuck would he say that?
I'm like, oh, listen, it's Landon. It's Landon.
I don't think that anyone else would say that. Like, it was
listen, even if you ain't seen nothing, okay?
We're just doubting ourselves because of that damn necklace. If that necklace wasn't there,
That makes me feel good or something. After she said that he melted.
oh
You
yeah,
remember
and
that?
she's like, that doesn't make me feel good, or
Yeah.
Oh, she's
that was
like,
hilarious. That was awesome.
She's
But like,
"You're not crazy."
it's the necklace
such a
making us
clown.
doubt ourselves. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. Like, cause like when like before, like I made a tweet, and I deleted it obviously, cause I was like, that's like he don't got the necklace. Why should not be him? So I was like, you know what? Actually, nah, shut up. Just eat your crumbles.
But the thing is like, obviously, I mean, Danielle did say the necklace was going to be important, but I don't know. I have no theories on that. None whatsoever. I have no clue. We have to wait now. We have to wait.
At least it's not as long as it was last time.
How long we gotta wait?
Yeah.
A week? Actually, a week?
We have one
2
Thursday without a episode. So not next Thursday, the Thursday after it comes back.
Well, I mean, it's enough to keep me fed. I mean, I'm not a complainer. I just know
We
that
survived.
I survived. We survived after that fucking mistletoe kiss. We survived the whole last year, basically. We strong, sis. We strong. We got
Okay,
it.
but did you guys notice that the clothes he's wearing on the dock is the same jacket he wore for the mistletoe kiss?
Yes.
You know,
Wait, what the fuck?
when you worried about if he wasn't gonna get a scene at the last 5 minutes, you seem to not care about the details. I was like, if you gonna get a Handon scene, and then when it happened, it sure the fuck is. Wow, that's crazy. Love that for me.
You're
Love
right.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's this from the mistletoe kiss.
Love that.
I know everyone. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth in this whole everyone thinking it's not Landon. It's Landon. It has.
Listen, it's Landon. I just like the
They talked about their intimacy and some personal stuff with Daphne and Landon. Like, how would anyone know about that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Malivore? He wouldn't know any of those things.
He weren't. And him talking like lovey-dovey, like he don't hate us.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like Landon,
Who ended
put
this
that in my
episode
mind.
with is Landon.
Don't
So
even
I
put
think
that
it's
in my mind.
Landon. Who else think it's Landon?
I think it's Landon.
It's Landon.
I think they want us to think it's not Landon. So
I don't think it's Landon.
you don't think it's Landon? I know.
So 3 against 1.
I just don't
It's one, yeah. That's okay. I think more people in the chat think it's not Landon either. So I think I think the three of us are actually outvoted.
listen. At first, I was like, maybe it's not. But listen, I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna take
Landon.
it as real Landon for now.
Yeah,
But
I'm just gonna take my crumbles and go. But
Exactly.
I just don't like. It can't be Malivore. Because why the fuck would Malivore be talking about something? Yeah, I love you. No. So I don't care. Listen, it is what it is. Landon, stop fucking playing with me. Get the fuck back. She is so. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Well, that was our 308 reaction.
yeah, and
Um,
discussion review.
Tell us
As
what you
like
think.
always.
Tell
Yeah.
us what you think. Is it Landon or is it not Landon? Do you agree with Iz or do you agree with me, Naj, and Vit?
Yeah.
And
That
make
was
sure,
your MVP and your favorite thing.
Favorite scene.
there we go. Yep.
And definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Handon Weekly. Every week we come together to talk about legacies, obviously, and Handon. This was a feast for us, and also caused us some headaches. And we have some theories to discuss. So
Yeah, and we'll probably go into more theories and stuff next week. We do have an episode planned with the guests, so watch this one and then watch next week's.
right.
Also,
Bye.
positivity.
Bye.
Be positive. That's right. Bye.
Yes.